Morning. Today we are going to talk about important rules that you have to follow when you are writing an essay. Okay? Today we are going to talk about some punctuation rules that you have to put them in your mind when you are writing an essay. We are going to discuss the use of the full stop, the use of the exclamation mark, the use of the colon, what we call a colon, and the use of the semicolon, and the use of the period or the full stop. Period is another word for full stop. Okay? So let's watch the video before we discuss them.
Punctuation marks are signals to your readers. In speaking, we can pause, stop, or change our tone of voice. In writing, we use marks of punctuation to emphasize and clarify what we mean. Let's look at a few standard punctuation marks and their use. Period or full stop is used to end declarative and imperative sentences. A declarative sentence makes a statement.
So here, the period or the full stop, I use it to end my thought. If I give a complete idea, okay, I have to end it with a full stop. If I say, Mona is playing in the garden. Here I have completed what I want to say, so I have to end my sentence with a full stop or a period.
For example, his name is John. An imperative sentence gives a command or makes a request. Bring me the ball.
Here again, there's another use of the full stop is when I'm ordering for something. I'm ordering something. If I order you to open the door, if I order you to stop talking, here I'm using the full stop in an order or what we call a command, an imperative. I'm asking you to do something, I'll put full stop. Okay? Shut the door, open the window, stand up. All these are commands or orders. I have to end them with a full stop or a period.
So we see both these sentences end with a period or a full stop. Exclamation marks are used to end exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are the sentences that attempt to express powerful feelings or emotions. I'm leaving.
Here, another punctuation mark is the exclamation mark. I have to use the exclamation mark when I'm showing strong feelings. Like, for example, wow, what a wonderful dress you are wearing. Here I'm showing great surprise that my friend is wearing a great or a wonderful dress. I have to end this with an exclamation mark, not a dot, not a full stop, but an exclamation mark. For example, if I'm very upset with you, I'll say, what a bad class. Here I have to end it with an exclamation mark. Okay? Wow! Watch out! Be careful! Listen! Here are all these words that have to end with exclamation mark, which shows strong feeling. Now let's hear another punctuation mark.
Use a comma to separate items in a series and when we need to add a pause in a sentence. For example, I need to buy bread, butter, jam, and some plates. Did you notice the pause after each comma? there are a lot more ways to use commas.
A comma is another important punctuation mark. I have to put the comma when I'm listing something. For example, if I want to buy something from the supermarket, I'll say, I'm going to buy an apple, comma, bread, comma, a banana, comma, uh, grapes, and vegetables. Here I'm dividing between the list of things I need. This is the first thing I use the comma for. Another thing I have to use the comma for is when I have to stop for a while to take my breath. For example, if I say, before leaving school, comma, I buy something from the canteen. Here, I use a comma to divide between two things, okay, or when I have to wait for a while, or I want to take a breath, to hold my breath before I start saying another thing. Before going to school, comma, I wear my uniform. Here, this is very important that I put the comma to take break before I start saying the other thing in my sentence, before I complete my sentence. Okay? If I want to pause to stop for a while, I have to use a comma. Okay? Let's hear the other punctuation mark.
Quotation marks represent quoted or spoken language. Example, my father always said, be careful what you wish for. We use colons to introduce or define something. For
Now, here we took the another punctuation mark which we use when we are talking. Okay, when I want to say or to show the actual words of the speaker, okay, I have to use this apostrophes. Okay, if I say my father said, I open the quotation marks. My father said, you have to be quiet in class. Here, these quotation marks, I use them when I show somebody is saying or talking. Okay, now let's hear the colons. When do we, these two dots are called colons. Okay, let's hear again what's a colon and when do we use it.
example, the daily newspaper contains 4 sections: news, sports, entertainment, and classified ads. The semicolon is most often used to
The colon is used, these two dots is used when I give the meaning of something. When I want to give the meaning of something. Okay? Science, then I want to say what is the meaning of the word science. I have to put these two dots or the colon. Okay? Now, let's hear what is the use of the semicolon. Here, this is what we call the semicolon.
connect 2 sentences when there is no conjunction used. When words like and, but, or are not used. Example, John is a good typist. He makes few mistakes.
So here, the semicolon is used when I don't put a conjunction, like but and. Here, Mona is a good student, but she sometimes makes mistakes. Here, if I don't want to use but, I put the semicolon. Mona is a good student, semicolon, she makes mistakes. Instead of using the conjunction, I put the semicolon. So, today, we discussed very important punctuation marks. We have to follow the rules when we are writing the essay. These are very important. When I put the full stop, it's for two things. For when I want to end my thought, Okay, I complete what I want to say, I put the full stop. Or when I ask for something, I order for something. This is the use of the full stop, or what we call the period. The exclamation mark, I use it when I'm showing great feelings of surprise, of hope, of anger, of happiness. All these are feelings. When I show them, when I write them, I have to put the exclamation mark. Then the use of the colon, which are two dots above each other, which is used to introduce something, to give the meaning of something. The semicolon is used when two sentences are joined together without using but or and. Okay? Hope that you have understood everything in this lesson, and I want you to follow them when you are writing your own essay. Thank you and goodbye.